8:41 now. As we prepare to honor members of our armed services ahead of this Veterans Day, we take a moment to recognize those living with the disease known as ALS. ALS is a neurodegenerative disease that can cause people to lose the ability to speak, swallow, eat, move, and breathe on their own. Veterans are twice as likely to develop ALS compared to the general population. So this morning, to provide some more information and share his story as both a U.S. Army veteran and person living with ALS is Ed. Good morning, Ed. How are you today?
Good morning, Alexa. I'm doing fine. It's a pleasure to talk to you, except I can't say your name because my lights go on.
Oh, that's all good. So Ed, can you share your personal story as a veteran who is now living with ALS?
Sure. I was diagnosed in 2017, working with my local doctors, and then the VA suggested I go to a specific doctor and find out what was going on because nobody really knew. And all of a sudden I was diagnosed with ALS. And so it takes a lot of people because everybody's different with the disease. And so different, like you were saying, different effects and stuff. So you have to get as many people to help you.
So what were some of the early symptoms that you experienced, and what did you do after receiving that diagnosis?
For me, my first symptoms were my hands and arms didn't work. They just kind of weren't connected to me, and so I knew something was wrong, and that's when we went to the doctor, because even my friends were noticing that.
And so what do you think that your fellow veterans should know about living with ALS?
Well, the first thing they should do is talk to your doctor and go to the VA. The VA here is very strong, and the other thing that happens is, like for me, I've been partnering with MTPA to raise awareness, and we appreciate your help with that. ALS has a treatment called Radicava ORS, and this is my experience, and there's other kinds of medication out there, but there are several side effects with all of them. Mine happens to be hypertensive reactions, sulfate allergies, but the most common is you get, for most people, is bruising, problems walking, headaches, and fatigue.
So why do you think it's important for those living with ALS like yourself or their caregivers to get involved in this new partnership and share their personal story?
Well, for me, my caregiver is my wife, and so we wanted to share our story, and there's a website out there called shareyouralsstory.com, Ed. But it's important for people to talk to their doctor, get the right treatment, and for me, I visited radicavaors.com, and I found out about all of the prescription information and the risk and benefits.
All right, Ed, thank you so much for your time this morning and for sharing your story, and of course for your service.
All right, thank you.